done early. To luxuriate in qualification with 2 games to spare, Manchester United must dig at least a point from the relatively Spartan surrounds of a minor club ground here. It's warm, steamy, noisy, intense. Under new management, Olympiacos alter their team sheet a little. Elias, sent off in Manchester, is suspended, and there are 2 further changes. Christos Patsadzoglu, who finished the game 3 weeks ago, starts tonight at full-back, and Brazilian Giovanni is preferred up front. For United, a different principal striker too. Oli Solskjaer's ankle takes a precautionary rest, so Diego Forlan gets only his 2nd start of the season to find that first open play United goal. Otherwise, Nicky Butt not having travelled, it is Saturday's team again. Must be a big game. We have the World Cup final referee. Efteropoulos, the goalkeeper for Olympiacos. Well, it is that time of the season, 23rd of October, a year ago to the day. Manchester United beat Olympiacos, then at Old Trafford to ease into the 2nd phase. Tonight, albeit a long way from home, 1 point would do it for them. 3 points could possibly win the group tonight. Jim, it does seem to be a case of when rather than whether. Do you think it will be tonight?
Yeah, it could well be. I think certainly Olympiacos are vulnerable at the back. I think United can get at them, but I think in the early stages, great atmosphere. Olympiacos will try and feed off that, attack United aggressively, and it's up to United not to give anything silly away early on.
Scholes has had a pop, and the goalkeeper rather flapped at it. What was that? 45, 50 yards, hard and flat, and the keeper didn't like it one bit.
Well, it's into his midriff. He should be gathering that at Efteropoulos. I mean, that's comfortable for him. I didn't move that much in the air, maybe slightly. That's clumsy.
I have to say, it's not the first time we've seen that goalkeeper flat. Beckham's corner. Blanc's header, and Efteropoulos just about clawed it away.
Where was the man on the post to begin with? I mean, the goalkeeper's done well to get across, but I spoke about Olympiacos being a bit suspect defensively. Where was the marking? It's too easy for Blanc. Okay, heads it down. Should be someone on the post, but well done, keeper.
And Scholes! Oof, they've done that before. And that nearly worked to a T. I think Valley Parade, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You're spot on. I love to see a bit of imagination and variety. That's a great flight of ball from Beckham. Oh, would have been so special had it been lower.
Here's Giggs. And Forlan. Away from Anatalakis, who rather sprawled at the Uruguayan as he scurried past, and who has earned the first yellow card of the evening. And whilst he does complain, I think he has little cause for complaint. Beckham's delivery. Must have got a touch on the way through. Felina has awarded a corner. Uncertain goalkeeping again.
Well, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Is he trying to keep this in, Efteropoulos, because he knew that is dodgy.
Giggs with left-footed in whip. And Blanc all alone had to score. He barely had to spring.
Well, whoever had the responsibility of marking Blanc is going to be in for a bit of a rollicking in that dressing room at half-time, because this is embarrassingly bad defending. Look at the room he was afforded. Efteropoulos no chance. But he almost scored earlier on with a header down. That time, more in the corner. And what a start from Manchester United.
Patsadzoglu. Djordjevic. Giovanni. Shay's gone down, and it came back to Valentinis, who in rather ungainly fashion stabbed his left-footed shot over the bar. It smacked, I have to say, of a one-footed player. Scholes for Forlan. That's a good turn. Diego Forlan at pace. He certainly felt a shove from both shoulders.
Oh, a bit of a sandwich. I don't think there was ever enough in it. Mind you, Giannakopoulos is trying to play him.
Verón, who's one of those players who looks so good when he is at a walk. Here's Phil Neville. And still, Phil Neville! Oh! Now, wouldn't that have been nice?
I know he's not renowned for it, but You know, he'll be a little disappointed with himself there because it all opened up in front of him. Nice little dummy, and he'll be thinking, why didn't I just get over it a little more and keep it down?
Stumbled over the ball. Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Forlan, Diego Forlan. Oh, it's a good save, but it was a big chance.
Not the easiest, because he's pushed pretty wide. The angle was getting more and more acute. Maybe he would have been better off trying to have a bash with his left. And do you know what though, Peter? It was a poor finish. He's hit it into the ground.
8 corners to none, as you see, and David Beckham having to take them this half in front of a densely populated stand of whistlers and noisy supporters. Beckham's delivery, Eleftheropoulos made a mess of it, and Silvestre heaved it high and into the crowd behind.
Well, Karen Burrs looked at his keeper as if to say, what are you doing coming in and shouting that late for it, because he's getting nowhere near it, certainly not getting anything clean on it. That's dreadful goalkeeping. A difficult one though for Silvestre to try and get over and keep down.
Verón. It's a lovely burst from Seba Verón. In for Giggs. And Verón. It's a fabulous goal. Really super goal from Juan Sebastian Verón for Manchester United. Giving, receiving and thumping past Eleftheropoulos. And the game is up for the Greeks.
Well, it should be game, set and match now. I think he's been excellent all night long. He's been hugely involved, expressing himself, spraying the ball about, at the hub of everything good Manchester United do. And it was lovely skill, got it back from Giggs, and it's firmly struck, enough so that the keeper can get a little touch on it, and Eleftheropoulos can do nothing about it. That's a great strike.
2 like-for-like changes. 2 understudies who have 2 pairs of fairly illustrious boots to fill. Quinton Fortune still feeling his way back after a couple of substitute appearances prior to this. At Old Trafford against Olympiacos and then against Fulham, and David Beckham being rested, so that Luke Chadwick, who's played very little since his hernia op in January, gets a chance in the first team as well. Karamba. Giannakopoulos. Up in the air off O'Shea, won by Ansas. Could come through here for Houtos. I think you'll find that's the first shot on target. Fortune was caught on it by Karamba. This is Houtos. And still, that's a terrific goal. A very, very good thrusting run and finish from Lambos Houtos, and Olympiacos just have the glimmer of a chance.
Well, I think the 2 substitutes for Manchester United have been sloppy. Chadwick's been caught a couple of times, and that time Quinton Fortune just dallied on it, got stuck under his feet, and he was robbed. And the goal came directly from that.
That's us for safety. Houtos won the header. Djordjevic, a Borokwai ahead of him. Predrag Djordjevic. Fantastic goal! Bolt from the blue, and they have hauled Manchester United back. Predrag Djordjevic with the equaliser, and now the place is fizzing again. What a wonderful run and goal.
Well, it was, but I cannot believe how much Manchester United backed off. They backed off. Somebody's got to go to the ball. Even if they're beaten, he might overrun it. But nobody makes the attempt to go at him. Inside Blanc, and it is a truly wonderful finish. But I'll tell you, the manager will be absolutely fuming now. You know, that mistake by Fortune, they got their tails up, and now United are in danger of losing it.
Borokwai. Houtos. Blazed it across goal with Giannakopoulos waiting for something more subtle inside the 6-yard box.
Yeah, and I think that's what he was hoping for. I mean, Houtos has apologetically signalled that, I think, just now. Just tried to hang that up, and he might have just got it on Giannakopoulos' head.
Scholes. Fortune. In for Forlan, and back for Scholes! Oh! That would have been special. He's up off the bench now. He's had enough of sitting down, the boss. Nearly had him leaping up.
I deserve better. I think this is exquisite from Manchester United. Look at that for a flick by Forlan to set Scholes up. Brilliant, as he always does, gets over it. So unlucky.
Futos. Over the top for Giannakopoulos and the Thoraquai. Handball.
He didn't need to do it, you know. Giannakopoulos shouts to tell him he's behind. The Thoraquai doesn't need to handle it.
Well, we've got a really thrilling game here because both sides are trying to win it.
Well, it's really opened up now. There's the handball before. He didn't need to do it, just needs a little shout.
Well, won by Fortune. Scholes. Verón. Scholes. It's in! And Manchester United re-established their lead through a fearsome hit from Paul Scholes and a fairly horrible flap from Dimitri Eleftheropoulos.
Well, he didn't let us down, did he, the goalkeeper? Because all night long we've been commenting on how suspect he is, how unsure he is, and he should have dealt with that from Paul Scholes. It's a good move, and once it's laid off, he's just going to hit it. He's made his mind up early. Oh, the goalkeeper's got to deal with that much better. It's got to be touched over the crossbar. Just weak hand he gets to it, and it drifts into the far side of the net. It's dreadful goalkeeping, but I'll tell you what, United don't half do it with interest.
Richardson. Squeezed out to Mavrogianidis. Ball had crossed the line, and United have a throw. Well, by hook or by crook, they did it. Manchester United are first past the post of the 32 tastiest teams in Europe. None has beaten Sir Alex Ferguson's Thoroughbreds into the last 16, but they sure kept it interesting tonight, having established total command and a 2-goal lead through Blanc and brilliantly Verón. They made 2 changes, let in 2 goals, suddenly found themselves all square until Paul Scholes hit a fizzer past the flapper of a goalkeeper and ensured that Manchester United will be in the second phase of the Champions League. Aren't they always? 3-2 winners in Athens tonight.
Sir Alex, they keep it interesting, don't they?
We do. Never make it easy for ourselves. I thought we were absolutely superb until that period when we lost the 2 goals. There was a bit of carelessness really. But thankfully, Paul Scholes managed to put the game beyond the reach. And we're happy to be in the next phase.
We've scored 3 great goals tonight, and I think we deserve to win. I think the one thing we've picked up over the last 4 or 5 years of experience in Europe is how to control games, the tempo of games in these difficult places, and we've done that tonight.
We're in a good position. It's an opportunity to play players who need a game, like Luke Chadwick and Quinton Fortune. Quinton's just back from a long injury, and he needs plenty of football. He's had hardly any. So we had to do that in the position we're in, and almost backfired.
We're using our experience at times, but I think that those moments of madness are still in us, and we just need to eradicate those. But I think I'm sure we will. Our focus on Europe over the last year has been brilliant, and I think our results have been fantastic as well.